For some, betrayal is about money. For others, it's a belief they just can't shake. And for one man, it was pulling off a lie so massive it fooled an entire army. These aren't just tales of leaked documents. These betrayals changed the game. They rewrote history. One decision, just one, can bring everything crashing down. Lives lost. Wars reshaped. The fate of nations altered forever. The spy who sold out for cash, Aldrich Ames, he spent over 30 years at the CIA. You'd think if a guy like that ever flipped, it'd be for political reasons. But no, he did it for cold, hard cash. In 1985, buried in debt and eager to impress his new wife, he walked straight into the Soviet embassy and handed them a package of classified secrets for $50,000. That was just the beginning. Over the next 9 years, the Soviets paid him more than $2.5 million. And he wasn't exactly silly about it. Buying a house with $500,000 in cash, driving a Jaguar to Langley were all on his table. His co-workers just assumed his wife had family money and he is just on the spending trajectory. Meanwhile, Ames was giving up everything, every US asset he knew. At least 10 of them were executed based on the information he passed against his own people. His betrayal devastated US operations inside the Soviet Union, causing most of it to shut down. And when they finally caught him, it was called one of the worst security breaches in CIA history. The Believer, George Blake. Blake was a rising star in British intelligence, MI6. But during the Korean War, he was captured and held as a prisoner of war for 3 years. During that time, he watched the relentless bombing of civilian towns, and it changed him. He came out a committed communist. When he got back to Britain, they treated him like a hero. He was assigned to Berlin to recruit Soviet agents, but instead, he flipped. He gave the KGB everything. Every operation, every agent, even exposed Operation Gold, a secret tunnel under East Berlin to tap Soviet communications. He compromised hundreds of agents. And when he was finally caught in 1961, he was sentenced to 42 years in prison. But the story doesn't end there. In 1966, Blake escaped. He made it to the Soviet Union, where they welcomed him as a hero, gave him the rank of colonel, and he lived out the rest of his life there, never once expressing a shred of regret. A traitor who saved the world, Juan Pujol Garcia. Now this next guy, he's something else. Juan Pujol Garcia, a Spanish chicken farmer with no formal training, no background in espionage. But he had one thing, a burning hatred for fascism. At the start of World War II, he begged British intelligence to let him spy for them. They said no, so he went to the Nazis instead, pretending to be a loyal supporter. He convinced them he could build a spy network in Britain. The truth? He'd never even set foot in the UK. He was making it all up, from Lisbon, using maps, guidebooks, and newsreels. And the Germans believed every word. Eventually, the British caught on. They recruited him and gave him the codename, Garbo. His biggest mission? Operation Fortitude. He helped convince Hitler that the D-Day invasion would happen at Pas-de-Calais, not Normandy. The result? Germany kept 19 divisions stationed in the wrong place, waiting for an attack that never came. He saved tens of thousands of lives. The Nazis gave him the Iron Cross. The British made him a member of the British Empire. The ultimate double agent. 3 men, 3 motives. One sold secrets for money, one defected for ideology, and one used lies to defeat evil. These aren't just spy stories. They're a reminder of how fragile history really is. In the shadows of global espionage, one person's choice can, and does, change everything. So, which of these double agents shocked you the most? Drop your answer in the comments and hit subscribe.